John Swift here. Welcome to my review of the FUL SIDECAR Reporter Tablet Bag. I had to write it down because it's such a long name I couldn't remember what it was. SIDECAR Reporter Tablet Bag, yes. So let's look at some of the features of this bag I just picked up yesterday. First of all, it comes with a pretty decent strap. It seems like it's pretty decent. The buckles are metal and comes with a little snap ring kind of buckle so you can remove it. And these are all metal as well. The finish looks pretty good on this. If you look inside, usually if you see bad stitching, that's kind of a clue that this is a lesser price, or the manufacturing's not good. You know, if you see sloppy sewing on the inside, but I don't see any evidence. It looks like a lot of this is double stitched on the inside, or at least just decent stitching. I don't know how well you can see that. Decent stitching, fairly heavy duty, I would say. Like the handle here is stitched in a cross stitch with a nice. So it looks like fairly good. This went for about, I think this goes for about 25 bucks on Amazon. Some other places I saw it as high as like $30, $31. So the main feature in this bag that I liked, there's a loose thread there, just a little loose thread, but I don't see it pulling loose there. Anyway, the main features that I liked is it had a lot of pockets for outside stuff. So I like that on bags where you can put stuff when you're sort of in a hurry, like I am, like every minute of my life. That one, this front, that'll fit a decent sized cell phone. It's got a front pocket for some pens or whatever that will fit in this little pocket down here. It's sort of just a mini kind of, I don't know if you guys see that very good. I got this light at the wrong angle. Let's try this way. It's just a little small pocket. I think you can fit like a pair of sunglasses in there, maybe. I was wondering if it would fit. Yeah, just big enough for a pair of sunglasses in that bottom bag there. Let's look at the other pockets. It's got a nice big pocket on the back here. Pretty deep one. It goes all the way down the whole length of the back. You could fit some binoculars in there, your cell phone in the back. That would probably fit in there, just depending on what you're using. If you're using this for an office bag, I'm sure you're not going to be having binoculars. That seems weird, but all right, now that I got the light at a proper angle, we can look at the back pockets here. It's got a decent sized pocket here. This pocket you could actually put pens in. That's big enough for a couple pens. Maybe some pockets for paper here. And another pocket. Could probably fit a decent sized piece of paper. This middle pocket here, it's actually got two large pockets. It's the front and the rear pocket. And the front, I believe, is the one that's meant for your tablet. So that's about a 8x10 tablet, iPad. That fits in there pretty good. It's got padded panels. This inside has a padded panel in the front, and then the middle section also has a padded panel here. And there's no pockets in that, so that's just for the iPad in the middle section, which seems like a pretty good protection there. I don't think it has really much protection in the bottom. I can't tell. Maybe it does, but I would say overall the material is a fairly rugged nylon material, like that. I don't know if it's Cordura or what they call that nylon. The back panel has also padded as well. I guess the bottom does have padding. I think I feel something down there, some padding. So it's got those pockets, and it's also, this is I think why they call it the SIDECAR, because it's got this funky little side thing here where you can put water in it. It's big enough for a water bottle, so you can hang that out there, and it's got like a little tightener there. So if that's on your back, you can also have your water out there. It's also big enough if you weren't necessarily doing something where you didn't need it, it's big enough in the back too to put a water bottle, probably like 2 or 3. I do a lot of hiking, so I figure I always have a water bottle with me no matter where I am, because in Florida it's hot and I just need something to drink all the time. But I really like the interior pockets. They seem good sized. The zippers seem like they are pretty good zippers. I always judge a bag by its zippers. That's my main thing. This thing is a little bit complicated to get back in. Can take a few minutes to get that back in, but if you're patient, zips right back up in there pretty good. You can tell that the zippers I found so far, I've only had this for a day, so I really haven't been doing anything with it. The zippers, the zipper pulls are fairly good quality, I would say, just from judging. They're fairly thick. I've actually had bags, like guitar bags, that have had the cheapest zippers, and the zipper pull actually fell off. It broke because it was so cheap. I can't tell if this is a, you know, XYZ is considered a really good zipper company, but it really zips well, and I haven't found that any of the zippers have stuck on me yet. Sometimes you get really stick on cheap stuff. Like I said, this is about a $25, $30 bag, so I would expect it to have pretty smooth zippers. That's one thing I'm really a stickler about, is zippers. So I'd say the zippers, the clasps and the hooks and the D-rings are pretty good quality. That the bag itself is a pretty thick material. I'd say, as far as some of the professional stuff I've had before had really thick nylon, and I'd say this is a pretty, it seems like a pretty tough nylon. This handle seems pretty thick here. It's actually got a padding in the middle of it. It's not like real thin, and I'd say that the stitching is a fairly good quality. Like you can see on the side here, this stitching right there is very, it's got a stitch across the top with an X square, so it looks like this isn't pulling out anytime soon. And with me, I consider a bag I'm going to pay 20, 25 bucks for should at least last you 5 years without ripping. That's my thing. You know, I would expect something you get for 10 bucks would probably rip within a year or so. But like I said, these zippers seem like they are very good quality. And the one thing I would say, as far as you know, I like pretty much everything about this bag. If you're wondering about this is really nothing. This is just sort of design here. It's got like a little FUL logo, little metal logo here. And this pocket in the front could be just a little bit bigger. It seems like they wasted a lot of the room by not putting a bigger, because it's about this big. It's about, goes down to about here. So it's just barely big enough for my cell phone, which is not a big phone, but it just barely fits a cell phone in there. That's probably where I would put my cell phone if I was using it, but pens and pencils and other kind of stuff are good. So the one thing I don't like about this bag, and I don't like about most bags, is that it's all black. So if it happens to be nighttime, or you're just in an area that's not lit well, you've got black items in here. You can't see where they are. I mean, you go into the bottom of the bag. That's the only thing that I really don't like about most bags, and most bags always have. But I mean, if there was no lights here, you wouldn't be able to see that. Here, I can demonstrate how if you don't have any lights, you go look in your bag and you've got something black, like all my camera equipment's black. You really can't see what's in there. But you know, if that doesn't bother you, I don't think that would be a big deal for you. I like the green is fine with me. I'm okay with the color of the green. Whoops, the light won't come on. All right, are you going to work with me now? But this does come in assorted colors. I think it comes in a black and a blue also. So I'm pretty happy with most of the design. I should do a video in like 6 months after I've tested this bag and put some miles on it. But I primarily are going to use it for carrying around a tablet and or some photography, maybe using it for you know, a small camera, and I do a lot of photography on my cell phone, possibly carrying stuff like this, selfie stick, and sometimes I go to football games, so I might carry that. It's a little bit bigger than the bag I normally use. This is the bag, this is my normal everyday bag, which is a little bit smaller by comparison. You can sort of see that this is just a tad smaller. This is the one I use to jog every day, and the one I really liked about this is a Kipling bag. It has like a little monkey for the, because it's got a gray interior. I wish all bags had just a gray or a tan interior. I don't really understand that, but the whole interior is gray, so I never have a problem finding anything. And to demonstrate, you know, when you look in there, there's nothing hiding except for the shadow there. There's nothing hiding in there. You can see everything. This part's gray as well. I just wish most manufacturers would just sort of take that on. I mean, make the outside black, but make the inside where you can see. But I really like this bag for that. It's getting a little bit old, long in the tooth, but I have enjoyed this bag. I think this is about a $35 bag, this Kipling bag. But anyway, that's the main comparison I draw to that. As far as that orange bag is an excellent bag, and I've never had it rip or tear or anything, and I carry that everywhere every day and stuff. So if there's any questions about this bag or anything else you want to know about it, any other features that I haven't covered, I think I've pretty much covered every zipper on that. Let me know. I'm sort of new to my tech reviews, so just let me know. That gives you an idea. This is all sewn. Like I said, there's one loose thread in there, but other than that, it seems like a very well padded bag, a very well thought out, plenty of pockets for little things in there. It only has one zipper on the inside and some open pockets, but like I said, these pockets are big enough on the inside. You can put different things in there, big enough to separate things anyway in that pocket there. So I'm very happy with initially what this looks like to be a really quality bag. That's always what I'm looking for, is quality. I don't like to buy stuff that's $10 it's going to break, because I've had plenty of stuff, mainly zippers, go on bags, and or the handles tear, and then, you know, how are you going to sew that? So that's the full SIDECAR reporter bag. And I do like the design of this bag. It kind of has a high-tech look to it. It's not just very plain. It has a bit more flair to it, depending on what you're looking for, what you kind of like. It kind of caught my eye that it had kind of this interesting design in there. Sometimes I go for that, but I think hopefully this will be a great quality bag, and I'll do another video in maybe 6 months or a couple months after I've used it to give you the lowdown on how it's wearing and how the quality is. It's also made in China, which most stuff is made there. Unless you buy something for like $50 to $100, it's probably going to be made in China. That's where most things are manufactured. Anyway, thanks for watching this tech review, guy. Or it's not a tech review, it's just a review. It's just a quality or crap review. So hopefully that gives you some ideas of how this form and function is in quality. And if you buy one, let me know how you like it. If it's something that you're enjoying, or if you have other products from FUL. FUL is FUL, by the way. It has like a little, I don't even know what that is. The little line over the yell, do you say it FUL, or is it pronounced differently? See, there it is, FUL. Is it FUL, or FAL, or FALALAL? Anyway, seems like quality. We'll see. You guys take care. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great week.